Jamie on the mic, got the stats so tight. Jonathan's fire bringing heat tonight. Justin with the plays, got the game on lock. Jacob's got the style, we're ready to rock.
Brothers united, talking all the sports, laughing, debating. We bring the reports from the field to the court. We calling the spree, 4 voices, brothers, endless takes, pure comedy.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Sport J Show, where we're 4 brothers, 4 voices, endless takes, and just pure comedy. I'm Jamie, the oldest here, and I'll let the other 3 introduce themselves.
So, guys, y'all already know who it is, Jonathan. I'm glad to have y'all back for another exciting week of sports. I know we had a couple games today, man. I can't wait to dig in with y'all.
What up? It's your boy Justin, your fact checker. Justin O. I got the scoop on everything. All you gotta know.
What's up? I'm Jacob, coming at you again with some more biased takes
Oh, Lord.
and more D1 hating. So let's get into it.
Hey, you ain't got nothing to be biased about no more. No Steelers gone.
Hey, y'all
Anyway.
Ravens over there ain't doing
Anyway.
too hot either. That's all I gotta say.
Anyway, hopping into some top news and stuff like that, and some stuff we normally talk about just regular big 3 sports, but one thing that we wanted to shout out is the guy that climbed the freaking skyscraper this past week. His name is Alex Honnold. That joke was crazy. First of all, for Netflix to do that live, knowing that man could fall off the thing, and I know they said they had a delay, but can you like everybody would have known what would happen if
Oh, yeah.
the screen just cut black. But the fact that he climbed a skyscraper that was 1,600 feet tall. 1, he's a married man. 2, he's got 2 kids. There ain't no balls of steel, balls of steel, and to know that he's free climbed, like he's going down in history as one of the top free climbers in the world, because like he's done some crazy
climbed
other
a mountain.
mountains and stuff like
He
that.
climbed a
Yeah,
mountain.
he did
free
a
climb.
mountain, like no parachute, no nothing.
He transparent, ain't he?
Yep. But it was just crazy. It was just crazy, like just seeing everybody in Japan, like that wind sending at the windows and stuff like that, and the crowdy, like the crazy, like much props to him for doing that, because there ain't no way.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Did y'all
Adrenaline
see
junkies.
when he was no hands near the top? He stuck his leg in between some
Yep.
poles and went no hands. I was like, ain't no way. But Netflix, how we playing the producers more than the free climber? That don't make no sense. No sense.
What?
Y'all, so he got paid $500,000 to climb it, but the producers got paid more than him, because apparently what happened was they told him that if he didn't do it, they're just gonna find someone else to do it, and they know they can pay them less. And if he just wants the recognition what's going to happen, then he's going to have to take that deal. And they took the deal because he knew other climbers that would do it, and he was like, "No, I want to do it." And so they paid him $500,000, and the producers of it got way more than him, and that's insane. That is insanity. So y'all need to get that correct.
First of all, where his homeboys at? He ain't got no homeboys that can got a camera on their phone or something, can go out there and just shoot it, and you know what I'm saying? Keep the money into the
Yeah.
system. Like, that's crazy.
Ain't it?
Like, what's like literally like what are we producing?
That's what I'm
You
saying.
just producing you producing the live feed on Netflix so that I can do what I do, promote my life in harm. I mean,
Right.
but you gotta think about it. I mean, nobody forced him to do it. He's a grown man.
I mean,
So
true.
it's like you know,
And
he
they
could
ain't
have
wrong. There's a lot
$500,000.
of people out there that would climb that.
And
I mean,
you
we
get to
just-
get on Netflix with it. So, because there's probably a lot of people who didn't know who he was, and so you get to go on Netflix with it. Yeah, I'm gonna take that opportunity because it's gonna put my name out there more. So crazy stuff though.
But $500,000 to climb that.
Ooh.
I mean, that's still like a lot of money. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, they can buy you a house. Like, it depends on where it at though. But
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, he got free will, bro. Like, he just like me the other day.
Yeah.
I got too much free will after work. So, and y'all, you know, folks, they're just like them cave diggers,
Yeah.
cave
Mhm.
crawlers, bro.
Mhm.
Adrenaline junkies.
I can never do that.
It's
Yeah,
crazy,
no, for
bro.
sure. But anyway,
Y'all
into
watch
our
27 hours?
yeah,
That
that done crazy.
watch it live? Yeah, for sure.
No, he talking about the movie. You said 27 hours. The movie. You didn't watch that live.
No, I didn't watch that live.
It's 27 hours when the dude. Oh,
Damn, I thought he got it.
I thought that was
bro,
OPI.
walk away. Why are you arguing?
That should have been OPI, but definitely shouldn't leave. Just to let y'all know, we are live reacting to the Seahawks versus Rams game right now. Y'all ever see us go?
Oh,
What's
that was supposed to be an interception.
Yes. Oh yes.
That was supposed to be an interception. Oh my god.
Seahawks
Yeah,
gotta
but
go do
why
something
are
with it.
you arguing right there? It's 4th down. You got the
Yeah,
ball
just get off the
back.
field.
Like, just
At
walk
that point,
away.
get off the field.
They're not playing.
But anyway.
smart.
Speaking of NFL games and stuff like that, one thing I do want to get into, another top news from this past week, the Bills owners' comments on Keon Coleman. That was so disrespectful. Like that was nothing.
Reiterate,
Really did.
reiterate, Jamie, what he said.
So basically, he came out and they were asking the questions and stuff like that on why they kept the GM but did not keep the head coach. And the owner came out and basically said, well, one of the reasons was Keon Coleman wasn't even one of our top picks that we wanted, and that coaching staff is who pushed to keep him. He wasn't even our next pick, but that coaching staff wanted him, and that's part of the reason why we decided that we move on is because GM didn't really want it, coaching staff did it. We did what the coaching staff wanted, and look at where we're at now.
One player?
Wait. Let me say this. One, they were asking the GM that question, and the owner said, "Hold on, let me say this." And he
That boy
came
got
out
hot about that, didn't he?
and then what's crazy is they're on camera where the GM said, "Man, I'm glad he ran a 4.5 because I really wanted him. I'm glad he fell to us." It's on camera, the GM saying that he wanted him. So
Yes.
he just straight up lied, saying that the coaches wanted him and the GM didn't.
And then if you're the player, Keon, like, how does that make you feel that your ownership is saying, yeah, we wanted nothing to do with this man. Like, he was nothing. He like, this is the worst thing we could ever did. You're just sitting there like, dang. Like,
What are you gonna do? Like, he's in his second season, right?
Yeah, because he's first round pick, so he's there for 5 seasons. Well, if they pick up his 5th year, so he's there for 2 more seasons.
So what can Keon do besides tuck his head and tuck his tail? He obviously, like, what are you gonna do? Because my thing is, he didn't come in like a Jamar Chase or T Higgins or you know what I'm saying, Justin Jefferson. So he can't say anything bad because he's been underperforming. He's been piss poor. And then, to be honest with you, man, like, he's the owner, bro. This is my team. I own a team. I pay your bills, and I'm gonna say what I want to say and then do something about it. Like, leave if you want to leave, leave. You're gonna make me happy either way. So, it's Keon. What can you say? But I know what he can do. What he can do is with Ocho and Shannon Sharp said, get your ass outside in the summer, go to Miami with Ocho, put the work in.
I mean,
that's literally how you handle adversity when someone is telling you they don't want you.
Yeah,
but,
I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, that's what I would do. I'd go show out for 2 years, and then when that contract comes up, I don't care what y'all say. Hold on.
Gone.
Yeah, I'm out. Like, there's no question in my mind. Like, we ain't even don't even ask me for negotiations. Y'all told me what y'all felt 2 years ago.
I know, bro.
Don't come back to me like I'm the ex you trying to run back to, because I'm not gonna be that one.
Hey, they might franchise tag you though.
Oh, true.
They can franchise tag you.
Oh, they didn't kick the field goal? That's crazy. Oh yeah, they could franchise tag if nobody want to pick him up. But what I'm saying is, though, if he doesn't perform, bro, I wonder who gonna pick him up. He gonna be out in 5 years. But thing is, though, he's a first round draft pick, so hopefully he got some money. He doing the right thing with it. But that's my thing, bro. Like,
no, he's first round.
He was 33rd pick.
I'm pretty sure he was a first round pick.
33rd pick.
You sure?
Let me see.
I thought they got Keon Coleman when they could have got Xavier Worthy. Or am I tripping?
Yeah, they thought they were going to replace Stephon Diggs.
No, he
Hold
was a
on.
33rd
I thought
pick. So
so.
he was
Yeah, I thought
so
so.
he's
33.
second?
round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was first
30
round.
first
The
pick in the
first
second round.
second round.
He only has technically another year. And then I
That's what's
think your fourth
crazy.
year
That's
is
what's
your
even
player option, ain't it?
yeah, but that's what's even
Yeah,
more
your fifth year.
crazy about like the
I
argument
thought that's
though
first round.
is you're saying basically you
Oh.
fired your head coach because he took a chance on a guy in the second round. It's not like you said, "Oh, we took him 1-1, we took him
Yeah.
1-3." You first pick in the second round, which I know second round is still important, but it's not like we traded up for this guy. We did
Yeah.
all this, and this. We took a guy in the second round, and that's the reason we're firing the head coach.
As I said,
Makes
the
no sense to
Eagles
me whatsoever.
literally picked 34 was Cooper DeJean. So that second round pick, it can make a difference on your team.
It can be a different, but also it can also be a gamble area
Yeah.
because, and again, it's a second round guy. But anyway, other NFL news
let's
that
be
we need to
fair.
talk.
What?
Go ahead.
Any pick, no matter the first, last, second, third round,
It's a gamble.
everybody's a gamble, man.
Yes.
Like it's not really like you can sit here
True.
and say that everybody's guaranteed, but they just singling out. My thing is like, why they singling out? I don't know. I
One
think
guy.
it's the owners and like the Ravens owners, for instance, they are coming out and showing who's the real authority. Like they touted the divas. Rightfully so. Honestly, I'd be the same way, bro. Be real with you. I'm paying you millions of dollars for you to
That ain't-
underperform. You're not even like
That's
Yeah.
come on,
pass
bro.
interference right there.
Nah, I get
But anyway,
I get you on that.
other NFL news. FBI is investigating the Colts owner's death now, which is crazy. It is like, what's going on
That's
here?
insane.
Like that don't make no sense.
They're saying it's another Mike Jack situation.
I didn't realize how young he was. Well, I say young, but I thought the way he looked, I thought he was a lot older than 61. I definitely thought 80s, 90s,
65.
65.
65.
But still,
That's what them
if you
drugs do to
saw
you.
him and you see like shoot, look at Nick. Nick's 73, 74. And Nick looked way younger than what Jim
It's
Irsay
them
looked like.
drugs.
Yeah, had to be. Because I
Yeah,
never
basically, he was running a pain clinic, bro. Just like for real.
Yeah,
Jacob,
basically.
I'm
That's what it
behind
is,
you. That
running a
was
pain
PI.
clinic.
I don't know how you don't call that a PI.
I don't
They
see how
just
you
push
don't call
man
that
straight
PI.
up and down.
Yeah, yeah, that was 100% PI.
But anyway,
I think they
Yeah,
gotta
I
let him play right now.
yeah, but it's going to be crazy. Like that, the FBI. I'm very curious how it's going to end up paying out. Other news, and I'll let y'all kind of get into this real quick. NFL coaching hires. There's a bunch of names. I'm gonna let the floor be yours for a second because I know y'all's team just had a interesting hire, is what I'll call it.
Listen, we just traded a coach that haven't won a playoff game since 2016 for a coach who hasn't won a playoff game since 2017. Please make that make sense. Please make that make sense. Also, I understand we're like, oh, he has ties with Aaron. This makes sense. But if Aaron's only staying for one more year, why bring him on? You know? It makes.
Allegedly,
Go ahead.
Allegedly, it's a verbal agreement to hire him.
It's a verbal?
But that's what it said. The Steelers entered into a verbal agreement to hire the 60-year-old Pittsburgh native and just their fourth head coach in 1969. This was published January 24th, 2026, 3:45 p.m.
Okay, so it's only a verbal.
Yeah.
I will say this, Jacob, to kind of defend Mike McCarthy a little bit.
Hey, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm waiting on you though, bro.
I get what you're saying that he hasn't won in a while. However, he is one of the best offensive minds we've seen in the NFL, and that's always been the Pittsburgh's problem for the past 10 years. Is since Ben retired, y'all have no offense. So you're about to bring in someone who, regardless of what you say, he had the Cowboys humming. Like the Cowboys were always in the play, like they were in it. So now the Cowboys are the Cowboys. So we know they ain't been nothing in 31 years. So Jacob, I think I get what you're saying. Like I wouldn't have came out and said I'm bringing him on because of Aaron Rodgers, because that's stupid.
That's literally why we're getting him, though, is because of Aaron. Aaron Rodgers was pushing for Mike McCarthy,
yeah,
to be the coach. But my thing is Aaron Rodgers is only staying for 1 year. What is the point of bringing him a coach that he wants? This is a French, like we are a team. Like after Aaron goes, the Pittsburgh Steelers just doesn't disappear. We're still here. I'd rather have a young coach who is we need to rebuild low key. Like I understand we think that we're a few parts and pieces away. We're not. We're a broken team. We're old. We don't have a lot of weapons. Let's just rebuild. Let's get a young coach in here or a more established coach. Like when he left the Cowboys were not looking good. Let's be honest. Let's be truthful. He looked like a Mike Tomlin when he was leaving the Cowboys. Like they were making the games, but they were always losing them. Why not get a Sean McDermott? Like he's the offensive minded coach, is he not?
But
he actually goes and wins games.
And
he just had a bad quarterback.
But Jacob, this is what I would say. When Mike McCarthy's had a good defense, their teams have always went further than one round. He's coming to a team that has a defense. He has one, Jacob. Y'all
our defense was trash last year. Do you not realize that we were like ranked 30th? Even though I was hyping them up, we were ass.
But
we were straight ass.
Maybe with having a new voice in there, it could change some stuff.
You right. Getting real. If we
Jacob
Austin, bro. I think Austin's already gone though. But I just don't know. Why are we traded a coach who does the exact same thing? I'd rather have Mike Tomlin, if I'm being honest, than Mike McCarthy.
Mm-hmm.
That's just
but Jacob, bro, you gotta think about it, man. This man had to coach the Cowboys. Every time they had momentum to get in, but to go somewhere, guess who got hurt? Dak Prescott.
CD Lamb.
Like, no, what happened in the Green Bay game?
Defense. Green Bay
game? Did you see his last play?
The last
play he ever called was horrendous.
Was that
Jacob?
Mike, or was that Dak? Dak was literally just throwing it to their players. It was it was nowhere close.
Yeah, true. But I just don't.
John, you're muted.
But anyway,
what
another hire I need to ask
in the season though.
What?
Another hire I need to ask the Ravens with Jesse Minter.
I think that's the perfect hire. Honestly, I'm not even trying to say something against Harbaugh, but you're bringing in a true defensive mind for this new era of offenses, and you see what's happening in Seattle right now. And Seattle ain't got Lamar or Derrick Henry. So when you have them two and you have a defensive mind like Jesse Minter, man, Baltimore's probably going to be a problem. And let's be real. Baltimore has always had a defense. And you have Kyle Hamilton. You're going to get back that defensive line that was injured. You got
Van Noy coming back.
Van Noy's going to come back. Right. You got Roquan. With Jesse Minter calling the shots, hey, they about to be disgusting. That's about to be because the Chargers defense is what kept him in everything this year. With way that offense was running for the Chargers, and you're about to tell me he's about to get that type of defense, a better defense, with Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. Woof. It's gonna be a rough time.
But the question, but the question I still have though is like, what are we gonna do in the draft, bro?
You gotta get receivers
because
if you don't get a receiver,
the draft or free agency. I'm talking about a big versatile receiver, but not nobody just like Bateman just come out there just supposed to be a big body, but they know nothing.
You got to go get. Let's say who's in the. If you could sneak, I don't think he's going to drop that far. Let me not say that because I was about to say if Cardinal Tate drops, but I doubt he drops that far.
Nah, he definitely ain't going to drop.
He's going to be the first receiver.
Y'all could get a nice one with
Bernard. I was about to say get Bernard.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah!
Oh yeah!
Because y'all just need a.
Think Bernard is going to be down that far though?
It's just a good chance.
Yeah,
I think so.
He's like the second, third best receiver we got coming out this year.
Yeah, but not.
But you got to think most of these teams are going to take.
Are going to take like
quarterbacks.
Yeah.
They're probably going to take corners, linebackers, and stuff before. So he might. It's a good chance he might drop
But do
out.
you, but do you think they're gonna
All
go
right.
back and back with like receivers though for their first pick?
You should.
I don't know. It'll be interesting. But the other two hires that we have from this week, you got Miami hiring Jeff Halfley, and then
Great pickup.
probably my favorite hire of the week though was Tennessee Titans giving Robert
Saleh.
Salem. I always read it and
The
mess
Day
up how
Junior.
to say it for it. But anyway, that is a head coach. I thought, and like a lot of people said, the Jets is historically a hard place to win at.
Yeah.
But what he was doing and how he had those teams playing, I think he is going to have a revamp with the Titans. I think that's one of my favorite hires that they had. I wouldn't have minded going and gotten him myself.
You know the Titans defense with a Jeffrey Simmons, who, if you don't know Jeffrey Simmons, you don't know NFL. Like, when I tell you he's one of the best defensive linemen in the league right now, it's not even close. And then their defense is pretty solid. So you give that with a Robert Saleh, who just took the 49ers defense, who really, 49ers won because of their defense. And their defense had nobody because of the injuries. Literally, their first round pick got hurt. Fred Warner, Hall of Fame, got hurt. Nick Bosa, Hall of Fame, got hurt. You had your safeties get hurt. They were down to linebackers off the street, and he had them boys playing. So to go from that to Titans, and we all can see, I know they didn't have a great record, but Cam Ward is a guy. I think he's going to be a guy. So you get Robert Saleh with Cam Ward and that defense, Titans could be one of those. This hire could be close to like a Patriots hire in my eyes. So I do agree with you, Jamie. I think Robert Saleh going to the Titans is one of the best pickups. If y'all don't know Jeff Halfley, hey, the Dolphins got them a defense coordinator too. I think if y'all don't realize, look at these teams right now. Most of their head coaches are defense, like the Seahawks. Look what they did. The Patriots, because isn't Mike Vrabel no, he's more of an offensive guy, isn't he?
He's an offensive. He played. Yeah. He was a. Yeah, but still.
But you're starting to see some of these teams.
Yes.
That some of these teams are starting to go, you know what? Instead of having OCs as my head coach, let me get a defensive coordinator as my head coach. Because if I have a great defense, I can sometimes get by with an okay offense. And I think this year kind of showed that.
Personally, I don't even really think it's that. I think it is kind of hurting from college. I think the offensive players, quarterbacks in particular, are coming out of college not as prime and proper, as developed. That's a better word, as what it is. So, hey, let's hire defensive-minded guys because the offense is taking – like right now, why did we have to call a Phillip Rivers into what's it called? Why is a Aaron Rodgers who he's still playing it, but daggum, he's old. Like, why are we still seeing guys like that still like teams selling trying to get to? Is because other guys, the younger generation isn't as developed. Like, let's be real. Like, that's what it is. And so I mean, so we're seeing people go for veterans for this reason. I think it's because they're not getting developed in college. And since they're not getting developed in college, it's leading to what we're seeing now. And I think that's why you're leading more defense now because, hey, we can confuse these guys who don't know schemes and we can lock them down and they're not going to score like they used to.
Yeah.
That's really what's happening. So,
yeah. Like a dang on Vikings getting rid of.
Also do feel like with the defensive hires is if you have a good defense, as long as you can find a good offensive coordinator, just a good offensive mind, you'll be more solid of a team because if you're more defensive heavy, and then have just like a decent offensive mind, you can basically control the game.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah,
true. But anyway, Anyway, let's hop into college football. One thing we got to hop into, talk about when it comes to college football as we're wrapping up the season, for sure. We'll start with, do y'all want to start with the game or do y'all want to start with the transfer portal?
We probably should start with the game.
Okay, cool. So, national championship game that we saw on Monday. It was a very entertaining game. I don't care what anybody says. It was a very entertaining game. Defensive battle, and really and truly, it came down to overtime. That's what it came down to, realistic. I mean, overtime, not even over. It did come down to overtime, but it came down to special teams. I think the turning point in the game is the drop or block punt.
Yeah.
I personally think if the block punt doesn't happen, Miami finds a way to figure that game out, because in that second half, there was literally nothing that could happen. You make a big eyes. What happened? I know you're a couple plays ahead of me.
He just got sacked.
That's sack, bro. That's my buddy came through that. I thought it was Aaron Donald for a second.
I don't get how you are so far ahead of me. Anyway, but legitimately, I think that game came down to they just needed, because I'm not live. They just needed to special teams. You got to play special teams, and that's what's crazy about the game. But Miami's offense too fluttered. It was Carson Beck, and then Carson Beck was Carson Beck, man. They were picking big time situations. So
it was.
I told y'all, bro.
It was one of the most boneheaded picks I've seen in a minute.
They should have kicked the field goal. My bad.
I don't think it's in range. You don't want to put them.
It would have been down.
You don't want to put them at the 50.
No. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that whenever they went for it on that fourth down.
Oh, you're talking about the Rams. Yes, 1,000%. Rams should have.
Oh yeah, there's 25 seconds left.
Yeah,
but it would have been like 6 minutes left in the game. So
you know who else should have did it? Broncos. But we'll get to the NFL later. But oh my god, Puka, that was insane. Hold on, let's live react to the end of this game. Live react to the end of this game.
Oh my god!
Ain't it?
I just don't think there's enough time.
I don't either.
Yeah, there's no time.
I don't think there's enough time. And like you said, Jacob, if they kick the field goal,
wait.
If they kick the field goal there, they're playing to get into field goal range to take the lead right now. Versus now, you got to score.
10 seconds through. Sorry, guys, we're going to break to watch the end of this NFC Championship game. See if the Seahawks can hold off the Rams.
You just got to back up. You got to back up. I'll send 3 people.
Oh yeah, I'm prevent.
And I'm
straight prevent. It's straight prevent right now.
If they catch the ball in bounds right now,
it's game. You catch the ball in bounds. What you need to do?
Smart timeout.
Yes,
very smart.
Get it situated.
Smart timeout.
Put 3 along the out of bounds, and then just prevent, because you just got to keep them in bounds. That's all you have to do right now. Keep them in bounds. Don't let them get close.
You might call me crazy. I'm pulling out my linebackers. I'm putting in like my other my DBs, and I'm putting in even a receiver.
No, because the Patriots did that, and you remember what happened? They put in Gronk. Like,
but Gronk, that was a dump. Like,
that was you don't put Gronk in. Move. Yeah, you put in a tight end that can maybe
if you. To me personally, no. I don't even think you put in a receiver. I think DBs are good enough nowadays. Put in an extra safety. Put in a bigger body.
Game. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, he got out of bounds.
No, he didn't.
Wait,
he fell in bounds. He fell in bounds.
I need to see that replay.
They might replay that. They have to replay that.
I need to see that replay. I thought he was on top of the guy. I think he's on top of the guy.
But I think he's sliding in. Look,
I also think he only got 1 foot down. I only think he got 1 foot down.
No, 1, 2, in bounce. He's still in bounce. He's still in bounce when it goes down. He got 2 feet though there.
1, 2.
Down. He's down in bounce.
Oh, he did.
Barely in bounce.
That's a good call. That was a great call by the ref. Great call.
That ref saw it great.
Oh my god.
He's barely in bounce.
Hey, can we talk about Puka, bro? One of the best receivers.
Is he better?
In the game right now.
I can say so. I don't think it should be controversial. I think JSN is definitely better than Puka, though.
No.
Route running, maybe, but body
Hands?
catching
No.
No. Puka?
JSN?
Puka?
not Puka.
No.
No,
JSN.
Puka.
close.
I'm
No,
gonna be real
It's
with you.
not
No.
even close. It's not even
JSN
close.
to me this season, JSN is almost up there with Jettas and Jamar Chase.
no,
That man's the truth.
No.
Man.
no.
No,
JSN is the
Puka's up there.
I think
JSN
Puka is. I think Puka is. I'm not trying to say like Puka's trash. I think Puka. I think it's like this.
Y'all might call me
JSN,
crazy.
they got them hands.
Y'all
That's
might call me
crazy.
crazy. I think Puka's better than Jamar Chase. Y'all might call me crazy for that.
That's no, Jacob. No, Jacob.
Y'all might call me crazy for that.
Actually, that ain't crazy. When you talk about like contested catching, when you talk about things like
Jamar?
Yes. I'm not
did
saying
you
he's
see
better
the
than
catch
Jetta.
Puka made in that last game?
Yes.
Like,
Hey, leave that dope alone.
That's what I'm saying. Thank you,
no,
Jonathan.
Jenny.
Thank you,
Jenny,
Jonathan.
you remember that catch against
Leave
y'all?
that
He
dope
almost made
alone.
that catch. If y'all's DB doesn't go through his hand, he almost made a one-handed catch. Like, bro, a one-handed contested catch on the
I
sideline.
almost was a millionaire when I played the lottery last week. But guess what? I didn't. I mean,
Anyway, let's get back to college football before we get into these games. Or do y'all? No, let's get into college football.
We got college.
But that game was a very good game to watch. It was a defensive battle, kind of like what we thought it would be. I thought Miami's offense could have done more. And one thing I was disappointed in Miami's offense was when they got down, their play calling got so much better.
Yes.
Versus they were so conservative beforehand. And I think if they would have called the game the way they did in the last 5 minutes, the entire game, they would have beat Indiana.
Do you think with the way that game started, do y'all think they more just didn't want Carson Beck to ruin the game the way he did? Because you knew he was so turnover prone that we need to call a conservative game. And then once you got down, it's like, you got to let it rip.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, they were right, though.
But
he's turnover prone. He threw the.
Oh, yeah.
Bruh, if he put air on that ball, that's a touchdown.
Oh, if he just floats that to the end zone, don't throw a bullet, just float it.
Gets mad about. Everybody's been talking about that, saying, what was he seeing? If he puts that ball on the outside shoulder to the sideline, that's a touchdown, or he catches it on the 5 yard. He's tackled on the 5 yard line.
Yep.
He made the right read. He just threw the wrong ball.
Yep. Because
actually, I won't say he made the right read.
I don't think he made the right read. Yes,
the safety was coming over late.
He had someone on that right side. I think it was that tight end.
He had some easier routes.
Was it? Or it might have been him. You know what, Jonathan? You might be right. It might have been him. It might have been Tony that was streaking up the seam. So I don't know if he made the right call, but if he could have definitely made a better throw.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
Did that change y'all's mind about for Mendoza?
That Joker's got that dog in him.
I mean, I didn't have my mind made up about him though. I never that boy a dog.
He got that dog in him. I do have some questions, and I saw somebody. I saw somebody ask this question too, and I never really thought about it until they were saying it. But everybody saying he cemented his first round and all that kind of stuff. But one of the things they kept harping on was that chalk on his hand, and now. And I forget who I was listening to talk about it the other day, but they were like, I think it was AJ McCarron. He was like, I'm curious what his hand size is, because the fact that they had to harp on him using all this chalk to hold on to the football, does he have a smaller hand? Which I know they say is played out, and guys have done it better in the NFL, but also historically, smaller hand doesn't always lead to great quarterbacking in the NFL. And he has a good arm talent. I don't think he has elite arm talent like some of the smaller hand guys in the NFL do.
I don't want to feel like I'm hating on this man. I'm not.
I'm a hater.
I'm not him. So I just, even watching that game, I just didn't. The running, man, that running was good. That last touchdown, hey man, that's a beast run. I can give you that, brother. Is that translating? He's not as big as a Cam. or Josh Allen. Like, he's not thick. He's a smaller frame guy. He's tall, but he's smaller frame. And so it's like
he's also not that quick.
What's that? He's 6'5".
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a big
265.
man, but he doesn't have the muscle thickness that like a Cam or Josh. Yes, he's just smaller, and so it's like that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't know if he has such a special talent that I think he's about to go into the NFL and just change things. I think now could he be like a Sam Darnold? Yeah. But
depends on where he goes.
But that's what I'm saying. You're going to the Raiders. So it's like, do I think he's that special that he's going to turn the Raiders around? I didn't see that.
I don't think anybody is, to be honest with you, bro.
No.
I don't think
there's no quarterbacks coming up that I even think are like these quarterbacks of the past. And I don't know if it's just because of this transferring around and stuff like that, but it's like there's no one like a Joe coming out where that type of hype was coming out.
They said that was part of the reason why they said Ty should come out. It's a weak quarterback class.
Yeah, it is.
So, like, could Ty use another year in college? Yes. But it's such a weak quarterback class. He has a chance to be the second quarterback taken off the board.
I mean, like, he has a chance of going to like the Colts. Like, I think Shane Steichen could use a Ty Simpson because he's just like a Daniel Jones. So if you didn't really believe in Riley Leonard because you had to bring in Phillip Rivers. Now Riley Leonard looked good that last game, but
they want Daniel.
I know they want Daniel, but he's probably not going to be ready the first part of the season. You got to think, Jacob, he's not just coming off of ACL. He broke his tibia or fibia or something like that.
And tore his Achilles, right?
Was it his Achilles?
I think he tore his Achilles.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't even know if you're going to have Daniel Jones. So it's like, I don't know. I mean, there's a couple teams out there that could use a quarterback right now. The Jets need a quarterback. I wouldn't want to go to the Jets, but
the Jets need everybody.
But anyway,
yeah, he tore his Achilles. But look, what I'll say about Mendoza is, I think he will be a great college quarterback. I don't think it translates to the NFL.
I think he could be like a Sam Darnold.
Or Mark Sanchez.
I don't think he got the Sam Darnold arm though. Sam Darnold got some arm.
I don't know. I still know who to compare
That Joker made some throws. That Joker made some throws, and you can't take nothing from the man. The man made some throws. Like,
I don't want to sound like a hater. I just don't think he's that special. He's not a Caleb or a Jaden Daniels type special.
They're hyping him up like Zach Wilson. Like, that's what I feel like.
That's how it feels.
Anyway, speaking of college football, and we'll kind of get off of this, but the transfer portal has been absolutely bonkers. And the NCAA, I mean, and if we want to get into basketball, we can too, but the NCAA is really, really losing their grips on these teams.
Yeah.
And I don't really know what's going on, especially with the transfer portal. We talked about this at the beginning of the year, and we said this because it's coming out now. All these guys hopping into the transfer portal with no friends, and apparently it's coming out more and more that coaches are kind of forcing guys into the transfer portal.
Yes.
But the amount of guys hopping into the transfer portal, and they were talking about them, 30% of them asked to come back, and the coaches filled their spots because they're not holding their spot. And so now, as of right now, there's 30% of the guys that went into the transfer portal that don't have a home. And it's just, it's going to be crazy. One, we got to stop. If they're truly forcing guys out, that's crazy. Like, I don't get how you could force a guy into a portal. Two,
I mean, just tell them I don't want you.
You're not going to play.
You're not going to play, so I'll probably leave.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just crazy. And then, but two, the corruption in the portal, the Ole Miss stuff. And if y'all want to hop on that, because I know the Ole Miss stuff is crazy right now.
I don't know.
You want me to just say like the details of it? Because I know a little bit more about it. So there was this player at Clemson. I I guess I don't know the exact details, but there's a player at Clemson who was not in the portal. Told Ole Miss, I'm not in the portal. I'm staying at Clemson. Dabo tells him, hey, he's staying. Pete Golden then goes to the player's agent and goes, hey, I'll give you $1 million every year you're here. All you got to do is come. And while the player was sitting in class, the agent goes, hey, look, I know you're not in the portal, but the head coach just texted me this. And I told him, like, you're not in the portal, you're not looking, but this is the contract. So the kid made the decision in class, and what kid would not take $1 million a year contract? Like, and that's just talking about what the school's going to pay you. There's no telling what you're going to get out in Ole Miss. So you're more than likely he's going to make a lot more than that. And you know, Clemson already doesn't like the NIL, so I doubt they're paying out like that. But then it gets to Dabo's ear, obviously, and he asked the agent, like, didn't y'all tell him like he wasn't interested? Like, what's going on? Like, what happened? And apparently Pete Golden said he did not care, and he was going to offer it regardless. That he didn't care about decorum, he didn't care about the rule. Like, he knew you're not supposed to talk to kids to other schools, but he's like, I get what I want. That's apparently what he said, allegedly, is I do what I want, and I want you. And if right, and if that's how that went down, that's crazy. Like, you can't, like, eventually they're gonna have to do something. Well, you can't just have rogue
he didn't talk to the kid.
I mean,
technically, he didn't talk to the kid.
Yeah, but if you're talking to that representative of the kid, is that not the same?
Doesn't matter.
What if he just said he just talked to the agent and it said I got $1 million? That's all he said. I got $1 million.
But if the kid has a no talk to clause of like I'm not going into the portal, then it's just
no. My issue is that's a loophole, and I don't like that part of the loophole. And I've heard of there's been rumors of agents doing that anyway. I think Kirby Smart had talked about it in the summer, saying that agents were hopping on calls, and the way that they were finding out is agents were hopping on calls going, hey, these are my guys that are in the portal, and this is film of this other guy too. And coach would be like, he's not in the portal, and he was like, oh, I put film of all my players I represent so you could see them. Like, if you want him to be in the portal, he'll be in the portal, shopping names around. And that's where I think things have to change. Like, he reached to his agent, he didn't reach to the player, but it's like, he's not in the portal though. Like, you still shouldn't be able to reach to the agent if he's not in the portal. And like at one point, like, this is just a wild, wild west right now. Yes. And they gotta rein it in. It's getting absolutely bonkers. And college basketball is even worse with the whole allowing European League guys to get immediate access and all that kind of stuff.
I got a question. Is this going to start affecting the football? Because they football players. If I'm an NFL player and I got put to the practice squad and I still had a couple years left, hey, I'll come back. Because, you know, that's what the dudes going to the NBA and then coming back. Why can't I? Or dudes in the XFL who went declared for the draft thinking they were going to get drafted, went undrafted. Why don't I come back?
I definitely think it's going to affect football. And
it's going to affect basketball a lot harder, though.
I think talent-wise, it's going to affect football a lot more. And I'm talking about in the next level. Because in the NBA, I mean, basketball's basketball. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're basically going to a whole different game because there's only two halves in college, and there's a different 3-point. Like, it's different. But
you say that, but basketball is the same thing that's happening that we were just talking about when it comes to why defensive head coaches in the NFL are doing so well right now. They were talking about it. Why are there so many old heads in basketball that are still? Are they the starters? Are they the stars? No. But they're still getting quality minutes where normally we've seen a revamp of a lot of these guys. But you can name a lot of old heads that have been in the league a long time. And why do they say they're in the league the whole time? Because they know how to play scheme basketball. They know how to play defense and they know how to do this, which these younger guys are having to learn how to do in basketball because of what's happening, because of AAU's letting you play always just me ball. Because when they got to college, when they used to learn that, It's one and done, or about system, where I still kind of got to play AAU. And then we get to the NBA, and now they want us to play schemes. They want us to do this. They want us to do that. And they're not doing it. And that's why these old heads still have jobs. Let's be real.
Jeff Teague on the 520 podcast. I don't know if y'all watch him. I watch him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
He's been talking about it. He says he coaches the team. He says a lot of these kids, they just don't know a play. They don't know plays. They never ran plays. So they're starting behind. And that's why you also see a lot of European guys and Canadian guys start winning a lot more, is because they know how to play, like run plays, what basketball is fundamentally. And the AAU guys are just playing, just give me the ball, I'm gonna go score. Well, like that's not gonna work in the NBA.
They discussed that for the NBA is like, think of all the top players right now. There's not that many Americans. It's mostly European guys and are Canadian. And so I see what you're saying. Yeah, I definitely think it's going to hit every professional sport, because you bounce around so much. You're never learning how to get through adversity. You don't know how to, because, you know, it's just like.
The only one that's not going to hit is baseball.
Yeah, because baseball hasn't been, I mean.
They recruit you out of high school.
Baseball. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not much that's going to change in baseball than the speed. And that's about it. It's just the speed of the game. You just got to catch up to the speed. And you can go down to the minor leagues. You go AAA, AA.
Yeah, I was about to say, it's not going to affect baseball, because baseball, when those guys get drafted, send them to the farm leagues. Yeah. But two, with that being said as well, baseball, even though it is a team sport, it's individual. Like, let's be real, it's an individual sport. If you know how to play your position well, you're gonna make it. Exactly. If you play your position well, you hit well. Like what's going to mess up is you can't make that throw. But like, you can work on that throw by yourself. Versus basketball, you have to play as a team. Like you have to. Like, there's individuality, but you have to play in a scheme. Football, you got to play in a scheme. Like, got to do what you got to do. Yeah. So we got to do that. But anyway, but wrapping up college football and stuff like that, it was a great college football season. Obviously, we're probably going to talk about it a little bit more throughout, because the transfer portal is closed, but there's still some movement going around and all this kind of crazy stuff. But great football season. Now going into the NFL, 2 games today, 2 pretty solid games. I'd say pretty solid games. The last one was fun to watch. The first one was solid because it was so tight you didn't know who was going to win the game. That's why I say it was a solid game. One thing we got to talk about, and it happened all playoffs, is the analytics saying go for it in scoring situations.
Broncos, idiots. You have a backup in on 4th and 1. Yeah. What are we doing?
We're doing
either run the ball or kick get points. I am playoff football.
Run the damn ball, Bert.
You need points.
Okay.
So I never will understand on 4th and 1 at the 10. Why are we throwing it? Like, what sense does that make? He's already not throwing it quick the entire game. So he's
making bad throws. Yes. Because that was an interception if Buddy just straight up catch it.
And so it's like, just what are you doing? You got a backup quarterback in who's already nervous, has not thrown a pass in 2 years. So what are we doing? Like, just don't do that. It makes no sense to me. But I think the Patriots just got the worst team you could play against. Because if you struggle against that Broncos team, and the only reason you scored is because you got a turnover and it was a questionable turnover to me, but it was a turnover. That's the only reason you scored. So it's like,
and the only reason you took the lead is because of let's be honest, Brad did not get that 4th down.
No, he did not.
He did not get that 4th down.
He did not.
That bruh.
And so, also, and you don't got the firepower like the Rams do. So if you're asking me,
I'm one of those people in playoff football, and it happened a lot of games. This is my issue in playoff football. Take the points. The Bears game.
Yeah.
What they had, 3 drives that they decided to go for it on 4th down where they could kick field goals, and what they ended up losing the game. They lost the game by 3 points. He missed the field goal. Wasn't it? He missed the field goal to tie it at the end of the game. Am I not mistaken?
Last week, winning the OT.
No.
I thought he needed a touchdown.
They scored a touchdown. And then Caleb Williams.
No. What happened was Rams got stopped. Then Caleb came and threw an interception, and then the Rams went down and kicked the field goal. That's what happened.
Correct, but still, it was still there was.
Multiple
You're talking about they lost the game by 3 points. They had I can think of, I know at least 2, but it's probably 3 times they had a chance to get points on the board and decided to go for it on 4th down. And I get it, analytics, be aggressive. And if they got those first downs, we'd be having a different conversation. But it's just like, sometimes I feel like the analytics are getting out of control because why are we leaving so many points on the board?
Yep.
Like so many. And today, the Broncos game, that made me mad because it's like you had a backup quarterback in. And I'm not mad about, like, I get trying to be aggressive, but like as a backup quarterback coming in saying, man, I had 2 drives where I put 7 and 3, we're up 10-0. I'm a backup, we're up 10-0. That feels so much better than we just got stopped on 4th down. Yeah, we're still up, but we just got stopped on 4th down. Like it's just it's a mental thing. Like going up 10-0 feels way bigger than still being up 7-0. I don't know, going up 2 possessions. And look at the game, what did it ended up being? That's what I'm saying. And the thing that makes it so mad is knowing the forecast too, knowing the second half was going to be the way it was, or potentially, because I guess you don't know the exact future, but potentially the second half was going to be the way it was. I would have took every point in the first half just in case what happened in the second half happened, because it turned into such, you couldn't run an offense. Like, just couldn't run an offense. So it was just, that game was wild. But
do you think Drake May going to do anything against the Seahawks defense?
No.
That Seahawks defense is crazy aggressive. They fly to the football. I love watching them. The Seahawks defense is a defense I truly think if you're a youth league coach, you're a middle school coach, whatever, you put that on for people and say, watch out how these guys play ball. Whenever anybody, and that's how ball should be played, but it's like you just see it every time. When one guy stands another guy up, it's not 1 or 2. It's 3 or 4, 5 or 6 guys swarming to make that extra hit, which is how ball's supposed to be played. If I'm a youth league coach, if I'm a middle school coach, even high school, I'm putting this on. I'm like, hey, look, these are NFL guys. Look at it. You're sitting here standing around watching play. Did any of them stand around and watch play? They come in. If the dude's even halfway down, they throwing another hit in. I mean, this defense is ridiculous. And Sam Darnold is proving the haters wrong right now and saying, I know y'all said I can't win the big ones. He's playing good ball. 300 yards today?
Well, since we played the defense side of ball, and they were, well, I guess Jacob, you did too. I forgot. For some reason, I thought you were a receiver. Then I was like, no, you weren't. You're a DB.
I like watching the defense because I like seeing like the little plays that they make, like just a little effort, and then you see them make the play from that little effort. Because it's just like, bruh, they be hitting guys out there. They be hitting guys.
But in a room by herself, Paige.
Do you think that Christian Gonzalez, with the way that he's in a sense struggled against Marvin Mims today, do you think he can keep up with the JSN? Jonathan?
I don't know, man. Cause that boy is some nice.
Ain't it?
And the way he balled out today, bro, like he been balling all season. Like I think he almost got the most receiving yard this year, if not got the most.
He was on pace to break the record, but I think like 4 or 5 games before the season ended, they couldn't get him the ball because defense were concentrating so much on him.
Locking that boy down. I don't know. I mean, but thing is though, like it's a big stage for him. So like, you think he got the nerves to perform? Which honestly is not nothing new to him. I think they won a national championship, so I don't think it'd be nothing different to him.
Yeah, true.
That's what's gonna be interesting too. With the big stage, though, 2 good defenses, big stage, it's going to be what offense does it the most. And that's why, like, you talk about who's going to produce in the big stage. It makes you curious how it's going to do. Like you said, JSN, not them. They played in high school championship, but Sam Darnold has vet experience. It feels like
Cooper Kupp
quarterback play.
Good leader in that room. In the wide receiver room for him.
He's been Super Bowl MVP. You look at that stuff, it
the-
looks like Seattle got the bets to put them over the top.
And it's starting to show the best in-season trade this season was Rashid Shaheed from the Saints to the Seahawks because he has changed those games. Today, he starts off him with that deep ball. The last time, like against the Rams, he did that punt return.
With the kick return.
So I think he's going to be the biggest game changer. I think he's going to have who was that returner? Was it for the Ravens? That had that started off the Super Bowl with a kickoff return. Was it the Ravens?
I know you're talking about. I can't think of his name. It was the Ravens, number 17 or something like that.
Or something like that.
12. No, it was 12. It was 12.
And I think
I'm drawing a blank on his name.
I think he can have the same type of start because he already did it this playoff already against the 49ers. And if they start off like that or just a deep ball to him, I think this Super Bowl is going to be the same as last year's Super Bowl. It's going to be a blowout, and NFC is going to blow them out.
Yeah, because I mean, whenever Knicks went down, man, I already know if they won.
Yeah.
Whoever they play is just gonna blow them out. But it's gonna be like there's the 49ers and Seahawks, bro.
Yes.
It's gonna blow them out.
I think so.
Yeah, but also you can't take away from the Patriots defense too. But my only question is, can they score? Because the past two games, it felt like they got gifted games because their offense did absolutely nothing. And that's where I think the Seahawks offense can do something. So it's going to be interesting to see. I guess they don't play next week, so we can kind of break down that game next week in our thing too. Anything else in the NFL y'all want to hop on before we move to kind of talk about our NBA stuff?
Nope. No, I guess the Eagles just aren't going to hire an OC.
Look, we can do a season recap next week too about our teams. But anyway, so we're going to start talking about NBA basketball. Kind of just trying to introduce the NBA basketball to you guys and kind of tell y'all a little bit about us. So a little bit about me, to be honest with you. I have been a LeBron fan. I know people are going to be mad about it. But I've been a LeBron fan since I was a kid because he's been a basketball player since I was a little kid. I've liked LeBron from the jump since he's been drafted, and I've kind of bounced around with him. But I picked a team. Me and my wife decided to pick a family team. She picked it based off of some randomness from a book series she read and stuff like that. And then she said she liked that I played. So my family is a Milwaukee Bucks family. So
and when did you pick that team? When did you pick that team? When did you pick that team?
We gotta get to the details.
This year.
We gotta get into the details.
Specific time. Like what was the time frame?
We ain't gotta get into the details.
What does it matter? What does it matter? I told you I'm LeBron.
Just know he's a fan.
Was it a couple hours ago?
Just know he's a fan.
Listen, we're a team.
Oh, okay.
I'm a Bucks fan. I'll have him here next week. I'll have him here on next week. So let's be real. So
Jonathan,
I'm a Bucks fan.
Who's your team?
That's crazy, bro. I am rooting for the Lakers. My boy LeBron.
Wait, are you okay? Okay, I got a question though. Let's say LeBron retires. Are you still a Lakers fan?
No.
And see, that's why I had the issue picking a team for so long, is because like I've been a LeBron fan for so long that it's like I didn't know what team to kind of went naturally because I've been a Falcons fan for so long. I wanted to be a fan of the Hawks, but I just don't like the Hawks. I just don't. I don't know what it is about the Hawks.
When he first went to the Lakers, bro, I was just like, why? The Lakers a team I hated. And I'm just like, why in the hell would he go to the Lakers, bro? Like that purple and yellow is just awful, bro. And I'm just like, but it does mimic royalty with the purple. But but still, I'm a LeBron fan. If he does end up retired, honestly, I might just go back and maybe be like a Heat or a Celtics fan.
I can respect that. So, I'm a Westbrook fan. I think Russell Westbrook's one of the greatest point guards we had ever seen, and people just hate on him because they want to. But before my younger brother tries to call me out, I was an OKC fan. But after what they did to Russ, I no longer supported them, and I bounced around with Russ. Then, I'm also a LeBron fan. So I did cheer for the Lakers when they won their bubble championship. I think it's legit. We can get into that at some point during this season. I think that was legit, though. However, I made my NBA team based off of my WNBA team. So I'm an Indiana Patriots fan. I am Halliburton. What's that nickname that they call him?
The Halle Band.
The Halliburton.
The Halle Band.
But I like the Indiana Fever, and I like Halliburton.
That's crazy.
And I got introduced to Halliburton watching the Fever. So I'm a Patriots fan. That will be my team.
Hey, do not let this man lie to you. He is the biggest bandwagon known to man. Listen, I told y'all. When the Eagles kicked off for the Super Bowl against the Chiefs the first time, he was like, "I'm a fan."
No,
that's all I got to say.
That is such a lie. It's such a lie.
That is such a
Okay, when the
biggest lie.
OKC, hold up. When OKC was going crazy, he said he was a fan of OKC.
No, I didn't. Never.
He
I never did. Not one time. Not one time. Because I hate.
Bro,
I
you
hate
have jerseys.
Bro,
Yes.
hold up.
Bro.
Okay,
Wait.
he was a Panthers fan.
Listen.
He was an
Pause.
OKC fan.
Pause.
He was a Panthers fan whenever they had a Cam Newton.
Pause.
He said because the Cam Newton.
Let me-
They went to the finals.
Let me.
He just automatically switch when the team goes to
Can I defend myself?
championship.
Can I defend myself? So, Panthers. Yes, I'm a Bama fan. But I like Cam Newton. I'm sorry. I like him. So I went with Cam. I've always claimed that. Went with Cam. Like Cam. I was not an NFL team. So then, what happened? Wait, no. You can't do that. Because after Cam left, I never was really watching the NFL. I'll be honest with y'all. I was not an NFL guy.
You want to know
When
why?
Jalen Hurts, shut up.
Became trash.
Shut up. No. When Jalen Hurts, because professional ball, I'm a Players fan. When Jalen Hurts got drafted by the Eagles, that I turned to my wife and said, I will now be an Eagles fan. Because y'all know I love Jalen Hurts. I thought Jalen Hurts was the truth at Alabama. I thought he was the truth when he went to Oklahoma. I love Jalen Hurts. So when he got drafted, I said, I'm an Eagles fan.
Guys,
so don't try. No, you wasn't. No, he was not. No, he was not. No, he was not.
Eagles fan.
That's such a lie. That is such a lie. But
he never claimed the Eagles.
The first time I heard him say Eagles fly was when the Eagles.
No, you did not. No, you did not. And so
he didn't say nothing the whole season.
Pause. No.
He didn't say nothing the whole season.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Same thing with basketball. I became a Fever fan because I really liked Caitlin Clark. I thought she was the truth. So when she went to the Indiana, I followed her to Indiana. So then that's where I got introduced. And Westbrook bounces to team, and I'm not rooting for the Jazz. That's not happening. I like Halliburton. And so I might as well just stay in Indiana. I like the players. I just professionals until here lately. Now, if Jalen was to ever leave the Eagles, I will stay with the Eagles. I will root for Jalen, but I will stay with the Eagles. If now that I have pronounced it,
Jalen leads the Eagles. Who's ever in the Super Bowl the next year, he's going.
It's such a lie. It's such a lie. That is such a lie.
Let me put it like this.
Hey,
whenever you had the OKC stuff, weren't they going to the finals?
No, that's such a lie. That is such a lie.
Hold up. He got that.
Oh my God, that's such a lie.
Whenever the Panthers were in the Super Bowl, he got the Panthers.
I was a fan of Cam before then.
That's all I gotta say.
No, it's such a lie.
Hey, Jacob, we called that boy Diddy riding a bicycle with no seat.
Bro, you are a definition of a bandwagon.
Oh my God, it's such a lie.
I have never seen a man switch teams so many times.
How many teams have I switched?
It's outrageous.
In the NFL, I was a Panthers fan. Now I'm an Eagles fan.
Jacob, you want to talk about switching?
Yeah.
Today, on our call, because I don't think you had hopped on the call, he said, I'm going to be a fan of the Chicago Bulls. And then switching to Indiana 3 seconds later.
Yes. No, hold up, everybody. Let's
So
put
we
it out there.
know what
On
we
the
pick
call
the
today,
teams.
on the call today,
I try to help you out.
he literally says, "I want to go OKC, but I know y'all gonna call me a bandwagon if I go OKC."
No, I
He
said that.
literally
No.
said
I said that because y'all said, why don't you go with the team that gear you have? I have Bulls gear, I have Lakers gear, and I have OKC gear. I have Bulls gear because I think MJ is the best player
Okay.
to ever dribble a basketball.
No Pacers
I
gear?
was an OKC fan because of Russell Westbrook. And I have a Lakers Westbrook jersey.
Wait,
So
Hey, I got a question.
Wait.
I got a
Can we
question.
start-
I got a
can we
question.
stop this
I got
lie
one
that he was
question.
So
an
we're just not gonna
OKC
talk about
fan
ball.
for Westbrook?
We're just not going to
Yeah,
talk about
and
ball.
we stopped the lie that you were an OKC fan because of Westbrook because you
It
had
was
a Kevin
KD.
Durant jersey.
Thank you.
You used to say Kevin Durant was better than MJ and LeBron.
And
You used to be on that
Okay.
every
Really?
single
Really?
KD was better than
Whoa.
Really?
I will give y'all, I might have said he was better than LeBron. I know for a fact I didn't say he was better than MJ because till this day, think MJ was the best person to ever pick up a basketball.
You have selective memory.
Till this day. Because we have arguments all the time. I know I argue with you three constantly that I think MJ is better than LeBron. What are we talking about?
You used to say Kevin Durant was right up there with
I
him.
thought he was the truth. I ain't gonna lie to you. And then he did the weakest move I'd ever seen in a professional sport. So,
and tell everybody what you did with that Kevin Durant.
I gave it to a homeless man. I ain't even gonna lie to you. As soon as he got traded, I was in Atlanta. A homeless man came up to me and said, "Hey man, you got something for me?" I said, "I got this trash in the trunk if you want it." And I gave him a Kevin Durant jersey. So I ain't gonna lie to you. I know what I did.
All right, let's go to my team because I'm a ride or die. I'm gonna give y'all the backstory on why I got this team.
Worst backstory.
This was before they even won the chip, so I don't want to hear that I'm a bandwagon. This was back in 2K16 or 2K17, one of the two. I was so trash in my player. The only team that would ever draft me was the Raptors. So I said, you know what? I'm a ride or die for the Raptors. So I'm a Raptors fan. But hold up. Let me phrase this first. I'm a LeBron fan before I'm a Raptors fan. I'll let y'all know that now. Because
look at all these LeBron.
That's Lil Goat right there. That's Lil Goat. That's all I got to say. And I will say this. I'm the only one here who came prepared today. Who came prepared today with the team. Everybody else picked their team today.
No.
I've been a Raptors fan.
I said, Jonathan did.
Oh, I guess John said he's not a Lakers fan. He's not a fan. So
I said before LeBron got there, I hated him because of what they used to do to the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? So, but
okay.
Okay. No, that's me. I'm a LeBron fan, so he's on the Lakers. I watch their games and stuff like that. But like, I never could bring myself to say I'm a Lakers fan. Especially with what the owner's saying about LeBron right now, it's kind of crazy to me that LeBron brought them back to relevancy. And Batman. You're not Batman. Brought them back to relevancy, and then you're gonna throw some shade at him like he should be more grateful for what we did for him. But like, if y'all look, and I loved how they brought it up. Like, if y'all look at how the Lakers were falling off before he got there, like they were doing horrible. And then he got them a ship. I know people put asterisks by it, but I think it's a legit ship. He brought them back to a ship. He brought them back to people. We were stopping talking about them. Like, let's be real. Like, we weren't even talking about them as much anymore. And so he brought them back into prevalence, and now y'all saying, "Oh, he should be grateful that we drafted his son for him." Like, no, you should be grateful that LeBron brought you back to relevancy because your team was tanked.
And he didn't generate so much money for them, bro. Like,
yes,
like,
bro, so, like
brought in, bro. Like,
and I loved. Or what's his name was saying it, and I know people say that he got rides on that too, but I love how why am I drawing a blank on his name? I'm seeing his face. Old dude, Golden State.
Steph.
Oh, Draymond.
Draymond hops in there, and I agree with what Draymond said. Y'all act like Bronny was a bum who couldn't play ball. Bronny was not no bum. Like, it's not like you drafted somebody that had no business being in the league. Now, does Bronny need to develop more? Yeah, like 100%. He needs
Like
to develop
most of these players coming in, because Alex Sarr at Atlanta, what has he done? He's number two pick.
Yeah.
I think.
I can't tell you because I don't even know brother's
That's
name.
what I'm saying. These rookies these past 3 years have been bums. These top 10 picks, bums.
So that's what I'm saying. So like when you look at it, like you want to get mad about Bronny, but like Bronny, and he's coming in, he's being a solid defender, and he start his shots coming in. So he's not a bad player, but is he a superstar? No.
No.
But like you know what you were drafting when you drafted him, you won't say no.
That's why you drafted him second round.
You didn't have to do it.
And then what second rounder is being held to Bronny standards? None.
Please.
What first rounder is being held to Bronny standards? None.
We talk more about Bronny than the first round pick.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't even tell
you. Balling.
I couldn't even tell you who got drafted before Bronny. I could tell you.
Dalton Connect. That's only because
Connect, Connect playing ball. He playing ball.
They don't play.
But anyway.
Yeah, they don't play.
True. He was playing ball. He kind of sat down now. But anyway, do we need to go into the WNBA? I know Jacob. Well, I got a WNBA team.
I have a team. Y'all heard my team though.
Jacob, do you even watch?
I was told not to speak for this, so I'm just gonna hold my tongue.
Jacob, I'm with you when you're right, bro.
I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Man, y'all gonna stop hurting on WNBA because they got some ballers in there. They have ballers.
Asia's the best one.
I wouldn't say that.
Paige Beckers.
Because Asia
she ain't the best in the league. No. She's not the best in the league, but she is better than who you go for.
That's just a trash take.
That's
a trash take.
Hold up, let me praise this. I'm not hating on the WNBA players, by the way. I'm kinda, but it's not because
he's a gambling man, and they sold him on his parlay.
Bro, deep on the WNBA. Bro, you cannot tell me they are not betting on these games, bro. Bro, we all know, bro, they are betting on these games. They know that they not getting paid from the league. They not trying to pay them. I want them to get paid so my bets can hit. Bro, please play these women. Please. They selling for no reason. Bro,
anyway.
Never mind. Let me stop.
Jonathan, do you have a team in the WNBA?
Who?
In the WNBA. All right, let's get off the subject. I'm a Fever saying, Jamie, who's your team?
Dallas, the Beige. You talking about?
So you know how.
If I had to choose a team, I guess I'll go with who's the team out here? The Sky?
Mercury?
Yeah, Mercury. My bad.
Jesus. Sky. That's the Sky's in Chicago. That's the Chicago Sky. Because I'm going to say Angel Reese.
No, not Angel Reese.
Lord have mercy.
She's a rebounder.
Okay, let's stop where we get made. I'm with you, Jacob. She's a rebounder. She's a rebounder.
I'm not wrong. She get rebounds.
A lot of them.
Yeah, a lot of rebounds. They may be her own, but hey.
I was about to say something.
That's such a bad take. Man, I hate when people, everybody that says that don't actually watch the games, man.
I know.
Everybody that says they don't watch the games.
Jamie, but be honest.
She's one of the greatest rebounders.
Yeah, she's one of the greatest rebounders.
No. But what I'm saying is, like, everybody's saying, oh, all her rebound stats are because she gets her rebounds. Like, if you watch the game, she ain't catching that many. I mean, she catches like 2 or 3 a game. Like, let's be real. I'm dead serious. Look at the stats.
Jamie, she barely making 2 or 3 shots a game.
Shut up. All right, let's stop. Because that's not true.
I need you to watch the game. But anyway, I'm gonna have my Bucks here. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like Jacob said, he was calling people out. I let my wife pick our family team. She picked our family team because I didn't have a team. Because I've been a LeBron fan. I got Lakers shirts in there. I've been riding with him since he was drafted in 2000 with Cleveland. Like, I've been with LeBron for forever.
It's the fact y'all picked the Bucks.
Naturally, you would think I'd be a Hawks fan, but I've always hated the Hawks. I don't know why, but I've always hated the Hawks. So my wife picked what team she was going to pick for our family, and we're Bucks fans, you know?
The fact that you picked the Bucks and Giannis about to go. but be out of the.
All right.
I'm just apparently I'm just a fan that likes to root for organizations that historically just like to let their fans down. I'm a Falcons fan, so I'm just loyal, And so I have my Bucks gear on next week. Y'all think I'm playing?
Okay, I believe you. I believe you. Trust me.
And then
I just wonder if when the Bucks lose, are you going to do what you did for your Falcons? Are you going to take off the gear whenever they lose, or you actually?
that'll be a lot of times you're taking off that gear.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of times.
Jacob, what I got on right now?
They ain't playing right now. They in Cancun. We all together in Cancun.
Can we talk about this brother up here, this Ravens fan, in some Chicago gear? What are we doing?
And it ain't even sports gear. He's just wearing the city. He just repping the city.
Oh, the white.
It's a white hat.
I didn't see the hat.
He got the white
I didn't see the white socks hat. Okay.
Okay, my bad. Yeah, they got you.
Hey, speaking of that. Hey, speaking of baseball. Well, baseball's about to start, but
my team, the Dodgers.
this week. Huh?
I'm just kidding.
Somebody we grew up watching. We used to go to the games and used to sit there in the outfield trying to scream for him just to look back at us and wave. Andrew Jones got inducted into the Hall of Fame this week. And I'm talking about we used to beg to sit in the outfield just to watch him play. Him and Chipper. We used to go to 2 games a summer at least. We're from Alabama. We'd drive a couple hours over. We'd go to 2 games a summer. We normally started the summer with the game, ended the summer with the game. And Andrew Jones got inducted to the Hall of Fame. I'm super excited for him because he should do it. And I hate that they're still putting some of these steroids guys on the back burner. Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame. A-Rod should be in the Hall of Fame. The fact that these guys aren't in the Hall of Fame is really making me mad. But it is.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I like this steroid era. I think they need to bring it back because it's gonna bring more attention.
I don't care what you got to say. I don't care what you have to say. You can shoot all the roids in the world. It don't make you hit that ball. But Barry Bonds is the purest baseball hitter of all time, and the fact that he's not in the Hall of Fame makes zero sense to me. I'm gonna say it too. Pete Rose, just because he's gambling on a little bit of games.
No.
He was gambling on his team to win. He was gambling on his team to win.
No.
Anyway, Barry Bonds, just because he shot up a little roids, and my issue is a lot of those guys were shooting up roids, and some of the guys that probably didn't get caught are in the Hall of Fame. Put the man in the Hall of Fame. Put them all in the Hall of Fame. Put A-Rod in the Hall of Fame.
Baseball team, because baseball's about to start up soon.
Dodgers.
I think
you know who my team is.
Yeah,
you know who my team is.
Y'all two the Braves too, or you, Justin? The Dodgers?
Same reality. I'm a Rays fan.
Probably.
I'm a Tampa Rays fan.
Who?
Probably. He said the Rays.
Why? The Rays.
Because of the
I thought he was
biscuits.
going to say the Dodgers.
Because of the biscuits.
I thought he was going to say the Dodgers.
Hey, he did say the Dodgers a while ago. And I was like, of course he said the fucking Dodgers. The team winning.
I hate the Dodgers.
And I'm a Pirates fan.
Yeah,
I'm
a Rays fan. And it's just because whenever I play the show, I kind of have the story just like Jacob did for basketball. We came from Wetumpka, which was 30 minutes outside of Montgomery. So we'll go to the Biscuits games all the times. And the Biscuits is are they double A?
They're the AAA team for
They're the AAA team for the Rays. So whenever I would get drafted, I would go to the Biscuits. I would pick the Biscuits and I always go to the Rays. So that's the only reason that I started watching the Rays in real life. It's just because of that.
Which, if y'all think about it, we got to see some really cool players go through the Biscuits organization because we got to see Evan Longoria go through the Biscuits. We got to see BJ Upton go through the Biscuits. Like, we got to see a lot of guys do that and then go to MLB and actually have legit careers up in the MLB. So it was really, really, really cool.
I love to go.
Yeah,
I love baseball.
To a lot of Biscuits
sports. So
we do that. We do that right where I live in Birmingham now. And we go to the
Barons
games all the time and all that kind of stuff with Michael Jordan played for the Barons, But we go to the Barons games. They're a White Sox organization. We go down there for a couple games a year, which is always fun. They have like their Thirsty Thursdays and their Wet Nose Wednesdays where you can take your dogs and stuff. We go down there and watch them. Blakely enjoys running around out there.
Okay. Okay. So it seems like we're kind of like wrapping up the show, right?
Yes.
And
For
with the NFL season starting to wrap up,
Yep.
do y'all know ball?
Yeah.
Y'all know ball? Y'all know NFL ball?
Yeah.
John, you know NFL ball?
Yeah.
All right then. I'm gonna put a timer on for a minute. All right. Can you name a receiver from every team, Jamie?
Mm.
He gonna
Every
take a
team?
minute, bro.
A minute? I don't even think you're gonna say the teams that quick.
All right. All right. I'll give you how long should we give them?
I'm about to say because wrapping up you quick.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're trying to wrap it up.
That's gonna take about 10 minutes, bro. But everybody else do it.
Nah, me and
Okay.
Evan, we did it quickly.
Anyway.
We'll do that next week. We'll do
Mhm.
that next week. Y'all, we're gonna test y'all ball knowledge.
Yeah, no, for sure. But yeah, that's a wrap. Anybody got anything else they want to add to the show or anything like that?
LeBron's the best player ever.
No,
Not even close.
no, he's not.
Steelers are going to the Super Bowl next year. Alabama's winning the national championship next year, and the Pirates are going to win the World Series.
Jacob, you don't believe that.
And the Penguins, the Pittsburgh Penguins, we're going to win the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
Man, that boy smoking good
That's
dope.
what I'm saying.
Hey,
Y'all playing about
y'all
my
know-
Penguins. My Penguins decent this year, I think. Hold on.
They were decent at the beginning of the season. I don't think they're still going. I think they're like in 13.
We're 26 and 14. What's up? What's up?
Hey, I'll fight my life over here, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I know the
All
show
right, my bad. I was just saying my team's winning.
But
I think I got the flu too, bro. This shit.
brother, I think it's Allison and Addie had it this past week, and I think it's starting to hit me right now. Oof.
But anyway, that's a wrap. Like, comment, surprise, or like, comment, share. Let us know if you have any questions. Reach out. We take advice. But
And TikToks would be
That boy
back this
be
week.
eating peanut butter.